Today, I get called out by a mob of lawyer-hungry students.
What's your law firm?
We get video bombed twice, and we simulate a double fisting DWI.
Double fist in the Trulies. I don't see it in his hand. It's in your cup holder, though. 28, 29, 30.
Welcome to the BattleTested Tailgate Series, where we go to colleges to find entrepreneurs that we can mentor, to give them the street knowledge that they can succeed in business, life, and law, and to learn from them what mistakes they've made, what stories of inspirations they have, and what's really on their minds. Go Owls, free lawyer. You guys need a consult?
Not yet.
You never know. Go Owls. Just all about the Owls today. And then we just go ba-boom. We've been able to get the free lawyer sign through various security checkpoints. Our challenge was, how do we get into places? When they look at me and say, you're soliciting with this sign, I'm not soliciting. I'm really not asking for money, nor am I approaching anyone. They approach me. Lawyer for the college kid. We're looking for entrepreneurs, yeah. TikTok, you got a legal question? Anyone got a legal question? No? Plan ahead. Need legal advice, I'll be at the game. Are you an entrepreneur? Yeah, just today, cheaper than pizza. 20 years. Legal questions, I'll be over in the lot over here.
Free lawyer, what the hell?
You my lawyer?
Yeah, that's it. Just for today, cheaper than pizza. Free lawyer, ladies. We're looking for entrepreneurs.
Hey, free YSL.
Free lawyer?
I don't need a free lawyer.
No?
Free thugger. I took business law.
Sure.
I got an 89, so if you ever need any help, let me know.
It's all about
I will.
loopholes.
You study law? You in law school?
I just watch Suits.
That's all you need to know, man.
I have confidence in loopholes.
Do a consultation real quick.
So, say a predicament. Say I'm in a car with him. We get pulled over, and the police officer asks us to see his driver's license and asks me if I can see my identification. Do I have the right to say no to that?
Okay, let me just back you up real quick. You're the driver?
He's the driver.
He's
I'm
the driver.
passenger.
Interesting question, because I actually got a reel up there where I explain a scenario that's just like this, where I was driving and I got a client who became a friend of mine, a black dude with dreads, sitting shotgun. But when I got pulled over, they asked for his ID.
Right.
And I said to him, officer, I've had so many passengers riding in my car, well, not once have they asked me for an ID.
Right.
Why are you asking him? Dreadlocks and shit?
Yeah.
And I told him I know these judges, and I did work in the county, and the cop was a fucking dickhead. We got rid of him. But to your question, they don't have a right to ask for your ID if you're a passenger, unless there's some sort of threat, you know what I mean? Unless there's sort of suspicious behavior, basically like a Terry stop. In 1968, the United States Supreme Court decided the case of Terry versus Ohio. What the law basically is that a police officer can detain you temporarily to investigate a crime. They need to have a reasonable suspicion of criminal activity, which is a lesser standard than probable cause. If they have a reasonable suspicion about you as the passenger, they can ask you for ID to identify you. But, yeah, well, nice to meet you guys. Ladies, we have a little wait here in the office. I'm sorry if I kept you waiting. I hope we got you coffee. Yeah. What's your name?
Nicoletta.
You go to FAU?
I do.
All right, cool school. So how can I help you today?
It's just a really basic question. So I already paid it off, but just for like future references, God forbid if it happens. I got a speeding ticket twice in my life, and I'm just wondering if it's even worth like showing up to court, to be very honest with you.
Yeah, it's definitely worth showing up.
Because I was like, I don't know, so I'm just going to pay it, and I got nervous, but...
Oh, no. In what state? Here in Florida?
Yeah.
I would go to the ticket clinic. It's like a franchise here.
Yeah, that's what... Yeah.
It's like, they charge you like $100. It's a fucking deal. I used to do municipal court stuff for clients. I wouldn't go to court for cheaper than $500.
Huh?
And a speeding ticket, I don't know exactly in Florida, this is hypothetical, but it carries with it insurance points and shit.
Yeah.
And once you get speeding tickets, your insurance in Florida is one of the highest in the country.
Yep.
Is going to go up. So don't just plead, because if you go to court, you're going to probably get a lesser offense. You're probably going to plead down from, let's say, going 30 miles over to maybe 15.
Oh, see, I wish I knew
No,
that.
you're like one of those nervous people that just like, I'm just going to plead guilty.
Because
and
I
say,
inquired with the ticket clinic, but I was like, I don't even know if it's worth it, so I just paid my ticket and I like
go to the ticket. I've used the ticket clinic. I'm not going to go to court and waste my time, although it's fun for me.
So I just wanted to know that, but thank you very much for
There
your
you go.
time.
Pleasure speaking with
You too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Which guy? That guy loved it. And we'll form an LLC, start a business. You guys must play ball, huh?
No, we play tennis.
Yeah? We got a lawyer today. Any legal
I need
questions?
a lawyer.
I'm battle-tested lawyer.
Oh my God, are we on
Yeah.
camera?
There
Are
you
you a
go.
lawyer?
Yeah, I'm a real
Are
lawyer.
you actually?
I'm a real lawyer. 20 years. Look me up.
How
Battle-tested
do I
lawyer.
believe you though?
Ask me a
Did he go to
question, and if you like the
lawyers'
answer,
Okay,
then
okay. Name all the rights
you
of
just
the First
stole.
Amendment.
You just.
Name
You
right
just
to
stole their
bear arms,
consultation. Hold on.
right to house a soldier,
Let
right
me
to,
ask you on my deed.
Name all the rights of the First Amendment, and then I'll get out
right
of
to
your way.
bear arms.
The right to the First Amendment is freedom of speech.
How do
That's what it is.
you make an idea your own? Like if you have an idea, how do you copyright?
You want to copyright or you going to trademark? Is it
She don't
music?
even know what she's asking you, bro.
Is it music?
How
What's
do
your content?
An
name?
idea,
An idea.
a business idea.
It depends on the idea. If it's a business method, you want to patent it. If it's a name or something, you want to trademark it. And if it's music or something, like anything you write,
I believe you. You are
is
definitely a lawyer.
copyright.
Is this man
Follow
a
me,
lawyer?
man. Battle-tested
Is
lawyer.
he a
Oh, I
lawyer?
follow you.
Play ball?
Is he a lawyer?
Follow you on
Are you a
Instagram.
lawyer?
Yeah, Instagram.
What is it?
TikTok. What's up with your phone?
He doesn't have a law firm.
Battle what?
He doesn't have a law
Battle-tested
firm.
law.
What's your law firm?
I've done nearly 20
You're
years.
drunk!
Huh?
You're drunk!
I've done nearly 20 years of
What's
litigation
your law
from
firm?
New Jersey.
drunk.
My first office was in Newark. You from Short Hills?
Yeah.
I grew up in Summit.
Are you not talking to me because I'm not a girl with big boobs?
No, I'm trying
It's like
to.
I'm low-key just trying to ask a question.
I want your question. Go ahead.
All right, I'm getting charged with burglary and petty theft, but I didn't even steal anything. I just snuck into a theme park. I snuck into Busch Gardens, but they're charging me with a felony burglary.
Okay.
So I don't think that that's worth it. So I'm gonna try to fight it and get it the low to misdemeanor. You
This
think
is
I'll get
Busch
lower?
Gardens in Tampa,
Yeah.
right? Hypothetically, to your answer, they got to prove your mens rea. Mens rea is a fancy legal term they'll teach you in law school that basically means a guilty mind. It means your state of mind. So when the prosecutor needs to prove a crime, they generally have to prove what your state of mind was, your mens rea, your intention to commit that crime, which is the intent. So for burglaries is usually a higher charge on anything. So what you're gonna end up doing is probably pleading to some sort of disorderly conduct, some sort of ordinance where you were in the wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah.
Not a trespass, because I think a trespass is probably more serious here.
You think so?
But you're gonna end up, what I would try to do is try to resolve it with some sort of bullshit city
So I'm getting
ordinance.
charged with a felony for not stealing anything. They're trying to give me with
They
theft.
charge you with 3 or 4 things. A
Yeah, for no
burglary, a
reason.
trespass, whatever.
But you think it'll get dropped?
Yeah, the burglary they can't make.
Let's go, dude. Hell yeah.
This is like the wasteland right now. Let me tell you. Guys, we do a concert right here for TikTok, YouTube. You guys, we're gonna conspire and we're gonna figure something out. I've handled 5 co-defendants before, but each one of you needs a separate attorney. I can only represent one of you. That's the bad news. We're gonna have a conflict here. Unless we all have the same story. You guys wanna put your heads together and ask a legal question? Right now, we'd have to perform some tests. Yeah, all right. Who wants to conduct the examination? We have our officer here. Who is the driver in this scenario? You're the driver.
You're driving.
And what's your name?
I'm Brooke.
Brooke. Hypothetically, you're the driver of the vehicle. There you go. 10 and 2. Put your drink down at least for this.
I gotta drive with the
That's the part of the DUI though. I'm
Okay.
kidding. gotta
Are
be
you
drinking
sitting
with the drink.
shotgun? You are. You're sitting shotgun. You guys what? Outside the car? Hitchhiking? Are you in the back seat?
They picked him up along the way.
All right. So what happens, officer? I'm giving the mic to you.
All right.
What happens in this scenario?
Basically, I see Brooke driving, like swerving over like double yellow lines and getting on the side of the road, not using a turn signal. So I pull her over.
Double yellow. She swerved, so she failed to maintain her lane.
Yep.
And she failed to use her turn signal.
Exactly.
And
Yep.
she's probably driving carelessly.
Yep.
Based on those things.
And I saw her taking a
We're
drink out of that
establishing
Truly
probable
right there
cause
too.
right
And I get up to the car and I'm like, yo, have you been drinking tonight? No. You haven't been drinking? What's up with that Truly right there?
Officer, let me ask.
That's his Truly. Why does this man have 2 Trulies then?
Double fisted.
Double fish in the Trulies. I don't see it in his hand. It's in your cup holder though.
Mine.
It's yours.
Yeah, it's mine.
What about
I have 2.
what about your Truly? Or you had 2?
drinking 2.
All right. Well, still.
This is a drama.
Hey, open containers inside the vehicle. I'm still gonna have to see you perform
It's
a sobriety
mine.
test.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Come on. I got a line right here.
Now,
Oh yeah,
you
yeah.
gotta explain the test.
So this line right here, you're
I'm
gonna
making sure he's following procedure. Right?
you're gonna walk 1 foot in front of the other, heel toe across the line, all the way down. Once you reach the end, you turn around and go back. Let's see you do it.
I'm not your lawyer, by the way, right now.
Not yet. She might need one after this.
Whoa.
All right.
I don't know.
She's going a little slow. I don't know. She seems like she's thinking too much.
Wow. You're gonna
All
have to
right,
do probably
all
another
right.
test.
I'm gonna have to do another test now.
Oh, well, she didn't turn.
All right.
Turn.
Now,
You're supposed to turn and go back.
yeah, you gotta turn and go back. All right. The feet were a little far apart on that one. I'm gonna need to see another test here. So what you're gonna do
Hold on, we're on our
is
second
hold your foot out and balance on it for 30 seconds. Ready? Start. 1, 2, further out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. All right, she passed another test. Hey, I don't know. She might be a professional drunk driver over here. Hey, I know. I mean, we gotta do one more test, all right? What's the next test? Honestly, if I was an officer, I would pass her, but she still had an open container inside her vehicle. So technically, I could still take you to jail right now. Put your hands behind your back. You got an open container inside the vehicle. Nope. Hey, resisting arrest. All right, she's going to jail. Now she needs a lawyer.
We're getting a picture.
All right, yeah, listen.
This is the lawyer that's gonna help
My
her if she
client.
got sued.
Man, I got it. Do you study criminal justice or criminology?
I study psychology. I was a psych major.
Oh, see, yeah.
I'm
psych
criminal
major.
justice, so I kind of want to do what you're doing.
Yeah, you know what? I was very idealistic, and I did some shit early on, and then I realized kind of the law let me down because the system's fucked up.
Yeah, it is.
The fundamental fact that we have judges that are politically appointed
Oh, yeah.
makes the law biased.
I agree.
You can't have an objective decision. I used to
I'm a
shop
computer
around
science
court
major, so.
just because I knew how judges would decide my case, the way they look at my client.
Okay.
Because you knew.
I get what you're saying.
That's why you
I get
fight
what
on the
you're saying.
Supreme Court. Why do we fight for Republican judges and Democrat? Because we already know the decisions they will make. In custody cases, where you're dealing with someone's child, and this judge is concerned about fucking lunch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
It's just like The Wire. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
hey, listen, that stuff's.
I get that shit. I was
Yeah,
that too.
that's
I was
real.
the kid
It's
of
hard.
that. I was the kid of that custody thing, and I get
You've
it.
been involved,
And
yeah.
I'm studying criminal justice, so I get it. This is
Well-
why I'm hesitant to go into criminal justice, because like even though I'm studying it, it's like I know what you're saying, and I feel the same exact way. Like I don't know how I'm gonna make a difference. Okay, so wait, free lawyer. What do you have to offer here?
Free lawyer. That's what do you have to offer me?
Okay, but
I'm
like
gonna
that
free.
doesn't make sense.
Getting
Free
content
lawyer?
here. Get content. Hopefully you get 1 million views, and then I get a little bit.
What's your TikTok?
What I'm going to eventually do is I'm going to be selling courses and education for entrepreneurs to teach them about the legal and business aspects of businesses, especially creators, influencers, everybody on social media doing business.
Yeah.
So that's ultimately my goal, to build a community of people like that, because I'm not walking into a courtroom anymore. All right, guys, stay out of trouble.
Bye, Taylor. Bye, guys.
That's a lie.
I know most people don't trust lawyers.
Go, bro.
Legitimately
That's a
free
lie.
law.
That's a lie, GoPro.
Why do you think it's a lie?
Because anything you're gonna do for me is never free.
And do you trust lawyers?
I trust lawyers for sure to get the job done, but you're gonna take a portion of whatever the winnings are. Like whatever I win from the case, you're gonna get a portion.
I know. I give out free legal advice on the streets, mostly in New York
Advice.
City.
Okay.
So influencer liability,
Will you
creative
be my
liability,
lawyer for
brand
me?
liability.
Of course.
All
I have
depends.
such a good, like,
Whatever.
such a good case
Nice
against
meeting
me.
you, man. What's your name? Got a slam dunk case.
Yes.
When people tell me that, I run away. 'Cause that's
You
not
should
good.
run away from me. I'm a lot to handle.
Yeah? Well, you know, I like honest people, so I'm all right with it.
All right, ask
So
me a
what's-
question.
Well, you were told me you've got a case. You've got.
Ask me a question.
All right. Let
If
me
you're a
ask-
lawyer, you gotta have questions.
My question to you: what is the biggest legal challenge that you here at FAU think?
I don't get in trouble.
You don't get in trouble. You're bulletproof. I like that.
There
You're
you
like
go.
Teflon. What about a business side? What are you planning to do for work? Are you an entrepreneur?
We're gonna make a finance company, and it's gonna be big. So watch out for it.
NFT? Stay away from the NFTs and the crypto. What do we call you on the streets? What's your street name?
KT.
KT?
KT on top.
All right, KT on top. She got street cred.